Hannah McDerrick, and I am a performance coach and an emotional intelligence trainer working with individuals and teams. Today's video is about why hitting that snooze button is not doing you any favors. If you are new to my channel, I work with people like you, helping overcome mental barriers such as procrastination and fear, the challenge of self-sabotage, very common, enhance emotional intelligence, and develop strategies to improve our relationship with ourselves and other people. So why are you not doing yourself any favors when you hit the snooze button? So the way our brain operates is that if we go to sleep, we start going into those sleep cycles of 90 to 110 minutes, and we generally go through 4 or 5 during the night. And the trouble is that our body starts waking up much earlier than we can actually feel it very often. So our brain would start waking us up maybe a couple of hours before we actually wake up to the alarm clock. And when you wake up and you interrupt that sleep cycle and you go back to sleep, you enter another sleep cycle and you are at the very start of it very often if you wake up again after 10-15 minutes, half an hour. So this is exactly why you feel so tired. And the trouble is that you're going to feel tired not only for half an hour or an hour, but it will disrupt your day for a few hours. So you may be still dealing with the consequences after even 3 or 4 hours. So if you think about it, whether it's worth it, whether it's worth that extra 10 minutes of sleep or snoozing, it's probably a no-brainer that it's not. Hitting that snooze button is not only an unhelpful but also unhealthy habit that disrupts your sleep and your day. How not to have to hit the snooze button? Well, first of all, if you know that you have to get up at 6 and you know roughly how much sleep you need, you will need to calculate what time you need to go to bed by. So if you get up at 6 and need 8 hours sleep, you should be technically in bed by about 9:30 and turning off the light by 10 p.m. If, for example, you know that it takes you a while to doze off, then maybe even earlier, you could potentially try various activities that help you calm down before bed. Some of my favorite ones are listening to an audiobook while coloring. I can't really read before bed because I'm too tired when it comes to reading with my eyes, which is very different to reading with my ears, and it turns out that I can read, it just can't be in a written form. Of course, meditating, listening to some relaxing music combined with meditation and various relaxing techniques. There is so much of stuff available these days, especially various types of apps. I use Calm that I very often advertise because I just love it so much. So I do recommend that you give it a go. Generally speaking, if you let yourself wind down before going to bed, starting early enough, you shouldn't have problems going to sleep. We know that the blue light coming from our phones, watching TV, are very counterintuitive. Yes, they might tire our eyes, but they don't necessarily tire our brain and our mind. So our sleep might be disrupted and not of the best quality because of that. So if you enjoy this kind of content that helps you optimize your habits and routines and continuously improve as a human being, I recommend that you come back, share your feedback with me, subscribe to my channel, or leave me a like. I hope you've enjoyed this video.